Hello, everybody! Hello, GA, Spoidweller, and T! Welcome back to Dublin Roots. Last time, everybody was on the run from all the freaking security cameras and police everywhere, and then freaking Salyu opened up her weasel and showed us that it's actually a lead hacksaw computer thingy that had her able to take out the security cameras in the park. And basically it was like, it feels like almost like one of those clip show episodes where, except like one of the more modern type of clip show episodes where they're flashing back to shit that we don't know. And there was a lot of like, remember the time we, and it's like, and like, hey, how come I don't get a flashback?
Because you weren't with us there. Freaking Sol, you get with the program.
And, you know how friggin' Natsuko caught up with this brilliant plan to get like the dog that they had raised out of the city and everything. And they're still on the run. So, just a really nice, sweet character development episode. Full disclosure, today I lose Armagus, by the way. I'm not feeling 100% today, so the stream might not be as long as others, but I'm feeling okay right now. We'll see how it goes. Alright, let's get back into it. Oh yeah, they decided to spend the night in the karaoke bar! Oh yeah, we also got Salyu's backstory too. That's right, GAs, yeah.
家を出るのは少し怖かった。いや、すごく怖かった。
Wow. Oh wow, just like Yuri. Huh. Oh my god. Dang. I just want to Jesus Christ. Yeah, she was locked away. So yeah, she was probably raised in a facility. That's what it seems. I was a little, quite afraid of leaving the house. Hello, Devon Beagle. Welcome to the stream. That's okay, GAs. Trust me. I've ended streams early before when I don't feel well. It'll at least be an hour if I know how my own body works. This old piece of shit. Jeez. Hello, Mr. Valdek. Welcome to the stream. Missed a couple of things like Salyu's backstory and that her weasel is actually a hacking device. And a bunch of other flashbacks as well. And they decided to spend the night in a karaoke bar. It's so cool. I recently watched a YouTube documentary, like a mini documentary, not a long one, about like those internet cafes in Japan that are actually like mini hotel rooms, and like it seems like an utter nightmare to a claustrophobic person, and to me, like, I need at least a tiny bit of walking around space, because they're literally just a bed on a floor with a computer jutting out of the wall, and like, and in like a desk-style computer. It's like, yeah, I don't know if I could do that. And people actually live in those places because the rent, I guess you could call it, is actually not that bad at all. It's crazy. So compared to that, this actually seems quite luxurious for them to at least get a few hours of sleep. Yeah, it was at her parents' estate in France, GAs, but I'm betting there was more to it than that. Like, given her abilities, she seems trained as a super soldier. Like, who knows what her parents had at that estate.
だから初めから外の世界を知りたいなどと思うことはなかった。
So, at first, I never felt the desire to know the outside world.
だけどそれでもこうしてこの町に来てようやく自覚した。
But even so, as I came to this town, I finally came to realize something.
私が本当はずっと外に出たかったということを。
Deep down, I really did want to go outside after all.
そうだろう
I see.
Yep, Nausicaa remembered another girl who was waiting at home and couldn't leave. Yep. Just like Yuri. Although I think the circumstances are different. Yeah, because they can't afford it, right. Yeah. So you spoke in a depressed tone.
もっとも怖いのは相変わらず。
That said, I'm still afraid.
他人と接するのは常に恐怖を伴う。正直に言えば私は夏彦も怖いし真白も怖かった。
Contact with other people is always accompanied by fear. Honestly speaking, I was afraid of both you and Mashiro. Honestly, saw you? I would be the same. I mean, not like trying to disrespect them or anything, but that's kind of how I feel out with a lot of people. Like, I have a bad habit of, like, when I'm forced to meet a new person, like, just kind of looking down in a way and apologizing profusely. Not like too profusely as to be like that noticeable, but like just adding the word sorry to the end of my sentences when like for any even microscopic thing, just because I am so terrified and like I don't know. This is so yeah, saw you. That is a very understandable feeling.
Huh?
不愉快に思ったらごめん。
Oh, just like, yeah. I'm sorry if you find that discomforting.
いやそんなことはないよ
No, not at all.
よく話してくれたなむしろありがとう
This is quite sweet, actually.
You did well to speak up about it. I'm actually glad you did.
そう言ってもらえると助かる。
It helps a lot to hear that. Selyu sighed slightly. She appeared to be genuinely relieved, yet a rare smile. Natsuko quickly tried to change the topic.
もし僕に何か言いたいことがあったら何でも言ってくれよ
If there's anything you want to say to me, feel free to just say it, okay?
うん。実は夏彦は特に怖かった。
Okay, actually, I was particularly scared of you.
え
Huh?
出会った当初、夏彦に邪険にされてた頃、自分の何が悪いのか考えたけど、わからなくて悲しかった。
Back when we first met, you were so cold to me. I thought I had done something bad, but I didn't understand what, and that made me sad.
会話が噛み合わないことも多く、不安になることが多かった。
Our conversations often didn't mesh, and there were several times where I felt uneasy.
それは申し訳ない
I'm so sorry about that.
いや、気にしなくてもいい。
No, it's okay. Wow, that is super relatable. Jeez.
やがて夏彦は少しずつ優しくなってくれた。とても嬉しかった。
You gradually grew kinder to me. It made me quite happy. See, now that's a big step for Selyu. I would think that they're just trying to trick me.
そうして少しずつ怖さは薄れ、一緒にいることの嬉しさを感じるようになっている。
sweet.
And little by little, my fear of you faded. Being with you became a happy thing.
だから怖くても頑張って他人と接してみることにした。
So I decided my best to try my best to come into contact with other people, no matter how scary it may seem.
Oh,
Natsuko looked at Salyu in the face long and hard. Her every earnest word touched his heart.
サリュー、お前なんというか偉いな。
Salyu. That's so admirable of you.
いや、自分だけで至った考えではない。昼間聞いた夏彦の話がその後押しをしてくれた。
I guess, see, this is a spot where being a psychic and being able to tell what other people are thinking gives you a kind of advantage. Like they wouldn't have that fear.
No. I didn't come to think that way of thinking by myself. What you told me this afternoon gave me the boost I needed.
Huh?
他人の心はわからなくてもいい。そう聞いて本当に気持ちが楽になった。
Oh wow, that's super interesting to you.
You said you don't have to understand what's on other people's minds. It was really comforting to hear that.
ああ、僕もああ言って少し楽になれたんだ。
Yes, it was a little comforting for me to say it too.
私と同じ。
You're like me.
Oh my god. Oh wow, this is so sweet.
ああ、同じさ。
Oh.
Yes, just like you.
Oh wow. Holy shit, this motherfucking story. Wow. Yep, definitely. Yeah, this is already earned its spot as one of my top favorites. Wow. Jeez. She smiled slightly at that statement.
この町に来てから本当にいろいろなことが起こる。家の中では学べないことも多い。
So many things really have happened since I came to this city. So many things I could never learn at home.
僕から学んでいただけるなんて光栄だな。
Oh.
It's an honor to be part of your learning experience.
でも少し弊害もある。
What? Sinful? What are you trying to say?
But there was one slightly sinful influence in this experience.
弊害？
A sinful influence?
そう。夏彦たちと一緒にいる楽しさを知ったがゆえの弊害。
Oh. Forbidden? Oh yeah, that's right, because her parents were such jackasses. Like, I definitely think they raised her to be some kind of super soldier. Oh, God.
Yes, spending time with all of you has given me a taste of the forbidden fruit of fun.
Salyu cast her head down in shame. A faint shadow cast over her stiff expression.
聖火にいる間、両親や教育係とは最低限の会話しかしなかった。
When I was at home, I only spoke the bare minimum with my parents and tutors.
だから怖さも楽しさも感じることもなかった。
Jeez. So never in my life had I experienced either fear or fun.
Jesus Louises creases.
でもこの町に来てから自分の過去を振り返ると思い出と呼べるものが何もないことが分かった。
Can we go beat up her parents, please? Jeez. Holy schnapps.
But Now that I've come to this town, I look back to my past and find nothing that qualifies as a nostalgic memory.
気づかなければよかったとは思わないけど、やはり少し寂しくもある。
I wouldn't say I'd have been better off not knowing, but still it makes me a little sad nonetheless.
Salyu's expression indeed looks sad. And so Natsuko spoke up without thinking.
何言ってんだよサリュー。
What are you talking about, Salyu?
思い出なんてこれから山ほど作ればいいじゃないか。
If you don't have any nostalgic memories, then why don't we make up for all that lost time by making heaps of them now?
Dang. For some reason, starting in this episode, the British accent seems to be particularly fitting for him.
真っ白や有利もいるし、一応僕もいるしさ。
I'm sure Mashiro and Yuri would be glad to. I mean, I know I would.
Yeah, that's the thing, Chie, because Yuri's parents are dead, so... Didn't even have to get Oyoshido-sama to do it.
I'm sure Mashiro and Yuri would be glad to. I mean, I know I would.
友達たくさんできたろ。だから何も心配することなんかないよ。
You've made so many friends, don't you see? So there's nothing you need to worry about.
Salyu looked up and made direct eye contact with Natsuko.
夏彦は少し楽観主義。
Natsuko, you're actually kind of an optimist.
Seriously.
悪かったな。根がそうなんだろ。
What's wrong with that? That's just part of my nature, I guess.
だと思う。だけど、
I think so too, but
そのせいかあなたの言葉はしばしば私の心を軽くする。
that might be why your words often relieve me of my worries.
改めて言う。ありがとう、夏彦。
God, if I didn't know that she was gonna be with them in the facility, I would almost say that this sounds like a death flag with all that she's saying here. Jeez.
I'll say it again. Thank you, Natsuko.
Salyu smiled sweetly. Natsuko was shocked. It was the first time he had seen Salyu truly smile like that. Well, I mean, they used this sprite before, like a couple of minutes ago, but... It was so unexpectedly cute. Or rather, it was exactly as cute as he had expected.
あ、まあなんだ。
Well, it was nothing, I guess.
As Natsuko stammered, Alice let out a voice he hadn't heard before. Salyu's face stiffened at that very moment. So I really want to know how Salyu learned how to translate the weasel squeaks thing. Seriously. Huh? She looked as if she could not believe what she'd heard from Alice. This is a character scene? What? This seems so important. Are you serious? Oh my God, Chie. I can't believe it. This is an optional scene. Motherfucker. God. She looked as if she could not believe what she had heard from Alice.
どうしたんだ。
What's wrong?
いや、
nothing.
Salyu looked at Natsuko, her face beat red.
夏彦、 今何を考えた？
Natsuko, what were you thinking just now?
別に。
Huh? Nothing really. That you look cute, but I can't say that out loud.
本当に？
Honest.
本当に。
Honest. Cross my heart, hope to die. Not in so many words.
Silence filled the room, but it wasn't an uncomfortable silence at all.
But if the silence keeps going, it's gonna get awkward real quick. We need someone who's adept at talking in any situation. Motoru! Motoru!
The flustered Natsuko quickly tried to change the subject.
何しろあれだ。サリはこの町に来てよかったってことだな。
Anyway, you're glad you came to this town, right? Oh, I'm sorry you have to spend it on the run from the law. Oh, bother.
まあ
Huh? I guess.
Sayu looked as if she were caught off guard for a second. But then she took a deep breath and returned to her usual poker face.
もちろん来たことについては後悔していない。
I certainly don't regret coming here.
Ah, yeah, blonde to blonde. Woo! 六名学園に入ったことも、天川家に住むようになったことも。
Nor do I regret enrolling in Rogame Academy or living in the Tenkawa household.
そうか。でも、そういえばどうしてうちに住むことになったんだ？
I see. But about that, why did you start living at our place?
理由の一つは、私には他に住むところがないということ。
Okay, now this is probably back to the main story.
One reason was because I had no other place to live.
もう一つは、博士曰く、私に夏彦を守ってほしいとのこと。
Another reason was because the professor wanted me to protect you.
前にも言ったけど、近頃この六名士も治安が悪くなっているから。
I've already said this before, but it's because Rogame City's public order has recently gotten worse.
治安。確かにな。
Public order, huh? Well, that's true. This looks like we're part of that. Apparently.
When she had told him a few days ago, he didn't quite understand what she had meant. But today, what she said felt all too real.
Protect me, huh? So wait a minute, Mother knew about this whole terrorist plot and she didn't even tell us, or the police. Ah.
Yeah, that sounds like your mother, alright. Apparently, Sayu's training back in France gave her the physical ability and the martial arts skills necessary to lead that security guard by the nose today. Natsuko didn't know exactly how much faith his mother had in Sayu, but...
It's far too shameful to have to rely on someone else for protection all the time. I am a psychic with powers beyond all reckoning. I just need to awaken them. Urgh.
なあ、サリ。
Hey, Sayu?
今日、警備員を投げ飛ばしただろう。あれ、僕にもできないかな。
You threw that security guard today, didn't you? Do you think I can learn to do that too? You must have some kind of crazy nanomachines or something to do that, right?
夏彦が
You!
いや、なんだか状況も緊迫してきたしさ。僕も自分の身を守れるようになりたいんだよ。
Well, I mean, the situation's gotten tense. I want to be able to defend myself too.
武術は少しかじったくらいでは役には立たないけど、素人にも使える技はある。
Oh yeah, that's true. So, yeah, his mother, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, his mother had no idea about the terrorist plot. But then again, she totally didn't care when he died either. Which is weird, because why would she send someone to protect him if she wouldn't care that he died? Like, I can't understand her motivations.
Dabbling in just a bit in martial arts won't help much, but there are techniques that even amateurs can use.
そうか、ぜひ教えてくれ。
Then please teach me those.
了解。では夏彦、私の襟首を掴んで。
Roger. In that case, grab me by the nape of the neck.
Oh god, I hope someone doesn't walk in on us doing this. It'll be quite awkward and frickin' Three's Company misunderstanding.
おお、こうか。
Okay, like this.
Natsuko gently reached out for the nape of Salyu's neck. The very next moment, Salyu grabbed his hand.
Huh?
例えば襟首を掴まれたら、まず相手の手首を掴み返す。
If someone tries to grab you by the neck, first you grab back at their wrist.
そしてその腕をひねるように相手の後ろに回り、
Then you twist that wrist by wrapping around behind them
思い切り引き下げる。
and pull down forcefully.
おお。
Whoa!
And with an energetic shout from Salyu, Natsuko's world turned upside down. The more we learn about her, it like she seems very like boy, Dwella, the more we learn about Natsuko's mother, like she's like shady as shit. Natsuko groaned as shock ran through his back.
Oh, why me?
It was an odd sensation. Salyu didn't seem to exert that much strength, and yet she quickly threw him off his feet.
大丈夫？
You okay?
ああ。
Oh, yes.
Salyu explained as Natsuko slowly got up.
これが四方投げ。人間の反射を利用した合気道の技。
That is a Shihonage, a four-direction throw. An Aikido technique that exploits human reflexes.
相手は関節を逆に取られているから、痛みから逃げようとしたら自然と投げられてしまう。
You're pulling the opponent's elbow backward. So when they instinctively try to escape from the pain, they end up contributing to get themselves thrown down.
Well, as I said, Dwella, the more we learn about her, the worse it seems.
なるほど。
I see.
相手に襟首を掴まれた時に限定すれば、素人でも使える。
When the opponent grabs at the nape of the neck, even an amateur can do it.
だけど忘れないで。護身術において大事なのはまず何より逃げることだから。
But don't forget, the most important thing in the art of self-defense is to get away.
逃げる？
To get away.
そう。日本のことわざにもあるでしょ。生標本は怪我のもと。
Yes, Japan has this proverb, doesn't it? A splattering of knowledge can be a dangerous thing.
生病法は怪我のもとか。なんだよ生標本って。
I believe you mean
怖いよ。
a smattering of knowledge. What's a splattering of knowledge? That sounds kind of scary. Like getting your brain
日本語は
scrambled.
難しい。
Japanese is hard.
サリュでもそういう間違いすることあるんだな。なんか安心したよ。
So even you can make mistakes like that, eh? Oh, that's kind of a relief.
うるさい夏彦。とにかくあくまで守るのは私。夏彦が戦うのは最後の手段だと思って。
Shut up, Natsuko. Anyway, I'm the one who'll protect you. You should fight strictly as a last resort.
わかった。何かあったら、まずはサリュを頼ることにするよ。
Understood. If something happens, I'll count on you first.
Natsuko nodded positively to Salyu's suggestion. It was a pity to have to rely on someone else for protection all the time. But what Salyu said was justified.
技のご教授ありがとう。なんかお礼ができればいいんだけど。
Thanks for telling me how to do that technique. If only I could do something for you in return.
なら逆に教えてほしいことがある。
In that case, there's something I want you to tell me.
さっきは私の過去を語った。今度は夏彦のことを聞きたい。
I just told you about my past, so now I want to hear something about you.
僕の何を
Huh? What about me?
何でもいい。例えば家族について。
Anything, like your family maybe.
夏彦の母は天川博士だけど、父は今どこに？
Your mother is Dr. Tenkawa, but where's your father?
ああ、聞いてないのか？父さんはだいぶ前に
Wait,
お星様になったよ。
became a star like in The Lion King, or became a star like in like an actor?
Ah, she hasn't told you? Well, a long time ago, Dad became a star.
星に？
A star.
She didn't seem to understand the euphemism, so Natsuko spoke up front this time.
その死んじゃったってことさ。
Oh, like in The Lion King, I see.
That well means that he died.
去年32歳。まだ若かったのに
Oh
癌
god.
にかかっちゃってさ。
He was 32 years old. He was young, but he suffered from cancer.
僕が5歳の時だからもう10年以上も前だ。
I was 5 at the time, so it's already been over 10 years.
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
まあいや、気にしなくていいよ。もう昔のことだし、今さら悲しくなったりはしないから。
Ah, no, you don't have to worry about it. It's long in the past. So I'm not sad about it at all anymore.
Slight silence spread through the room. After making sure Alice hadn't made any sounds, Salyu sighed in relief and spoke.
夏彦の父はどういう人だったの？
What kind of person was your father?
それがあんまり覚えてないんだよな。
Well, I don't really remember.
僕と同様、コミュニケーターだったらしいけど、
He was apparently a communicator like me.
父も？
Your father?
コミュニケーター大発現前に生まれた人としては珍しい適正度 B、能力レベル4のコミュニケーターだったらしいよ。
He was apparently a rank B aptitude ability level 4 communicator, which was rare for someone born before the great communicator discovery.
Once Natsuko finished recounting the second-hand information from his mother, Salyu spoke in agreement.
では夏彦の適正度の高さは父からの遺伝なのね。確か博士は適正度 F のはずだから。
So you must have inherited your high aptitude from your father. I'm fairly sure the professor's aptitude is only rank F after all.
どうだろう。確かに母さんは適性がないけど、
I wonder about that. Well, it is true that Mother doesn't have the aptitude, though.
どういう意味？夏彦は適正度 S なのだから父からの遺伝と考えるのは自然。
What do you mean? You have rank S aptitude. It's only natural to think that it's your father's genetics.
それなんだけどさ、サリュー。
Well, about that, Salyu.
Natsuko lowered his voice to a whisper. Oh, what happened?
実は僕の適正度って元から S だったわけじゃないんだ。
What? Oh my god, your aptitude can get supercharged? Dang. Whoa.
Actually, my aptitude wasn't always rank S.
What?
学校に入る前に測った時は C だったんだよ。
When they tested my aptitude before I started school, it was rank C.
でも小学校に入ってからもう一度計測すると S に上昇してたんだ。
It was the Oh my god, it was the incident. The incident with Yuri when they freaking all ran into the freaking it was that incident. It supercharged his powers, and it probably did the same to Yuri. She actually originally did have rank D. Oh my god. She probably got like ultra supercharged, like way beyond Natsuko's. Wow. I wonder if Machiru also has that kind of capability too. Maybe, or maybe she didn't go in that exact room and didn't get like nearly enough of it. Oh my god. Whoa! It had to be that. So there actually is a way of giving people powers. But it's probably quite dangerous and experimental.
When they met me again in elementary school, it had risen to rank S.
Salyu's eyes widened at the revelation.
ちょっと待って、どういうこと？
Hold on. What is the meaning of that?
適正度とは生まれつき決まっているもので生涯変わることはないはず。
Your aptitude is supposed to be determined at birth and stay the same for the rest of your life.
Oh, I guess it's a kind of a motto thing she'd say. Oh, I awaken my powers, or something like that.
そこなんだよ、不思議なのは。
That's not her accent at all.
I'm doing my best here. That's what makes the whole thing a big mystery.
計測した医者も首をひねっていてさ、めったにない事例だって騒ぎになったんだけど。
The doctor who measured me was horribly confused too. There was a commotion of how it was such a rare case, but...
結局最終的には小学校に入る前に測った時の C って結果はただの計測ミスで、正しくは S だったってことになった。
In the end, they decided that the rank C reading from before I started elementary school was a measurement error. And that my correct aptitude was rank S.
That was a truth that next to nobody knew. According to the Rokume Academy student database, Natsuko by nature had rank S aptitude. The data from his time with rank C aptitude have been erased.
そういうことってあるの？
Does that even happen?
まあそれから何年経っても S のままだからそっちが正しいんだろ。
Well, it's stated rank S no matter how many years have passed, so that's probably the correct reading.
特筆するようなことはそのくらいかな。あとは割と平凡な生活を送っていたよ。
I guess that's really all that's worth a special mention. I lived a fairly ordinary life aside from that.
そう。
That's not true. You're not telling her about the big incident that you probably have repressed memories of.
I see.
Natsuko suddenly realized how slow Salyu's reaction had been.
ごめん、つまらないかな、こんな話。
I'm sorry, was that a boring story?
違う。
No, not at all.
実はさっきからとても
Yeah, y'all better get some sleep.
非常に眠い。
Actually, I've been just terribly exhausted for a while now.
そうだったのか？
Huh? Really?
Oh wow, I wonder what I should do for this one.
夏彦の話をもっと聞きたくて頑張っていたんだけど、もう限界。
I've been trying so hard to stay awake so I could listen to your story. But I'm at my limit.
いいよいいよ。また今度いくらでも話してやるから。
No, it's okay. It's okay. We can still talk about it any other time.
ならば私はもう寝る。
Okay then, I'll go sleep.
And then, as if Salyu's soundboard had run out of batteries, her voice faded into the distance.
寝るんなら膝枕でもしてやろうか。
Oh wow. Mashita is screaming in the background. No, Natsuko!
If you're going to sleep, why don't you sleep on my lap?
ありがとう。では失礼して。
Thanks. Don't mind if I do.
Salyu collapsed onto Natsuko's lap and shut her eyes.
あ、
Huh? Ah. Hell, bother, now how am I going to sleep?
Salyu dozed off before he could pull a just kidding. Oh!
軽い冗談のつもりだったんだけどな。
God damn it, it was just supposed to be a light-hearted joke, but okay. Ah. God, wonder if I've made other misunderstandings, like by joking in this way in the past.
As he spoke, Natsuko remembered Sayu's condition. Since she wasn't able to understand other people's feelings, then perhaps she couldn't catch jokes either.
It would probably be a jerk move on my part to tease her even as a joke. Can you imagine teasing ships without actually going forward with them, like resolving them either in either a rejection or a confirmation? What kind of a dick move would that be?
In short, he decided it would be probably best to always speak the earnest truth when talking to Sayu. Natsuko secretly hid those thoughts as he gazed upon his sleeping face. He considered heading off to sleep himself, but then Natsuko suddenly got worried about Yori.
I hope she's okay.
Hopefully the security department people they escaped from didn't force their way into the Jinkawa residence and interrogate Yori. Natsuko got more and more worried. I mean, jeez, but that happened anyway. And Yuri would probably get worried too if they didn't come back until the next day.
I'll go call her.
Are you sure they don't have your phone bugged? Perhaps it was a mistake to leave their PDAs behind. Natsuko quietly left the room, trying his best not to make a sound. Oh god. I wouldn't leave the building. Leave the fucking room. As he left the building, Natsuko looked around the nighttime streets.
Is there a payphone anywhere?
There are hardly any of the sort nowadays, but luckily, Natsuko managed to find a telephone box close to the store. I'm surprised Natsuko knows what a payphone is, given that it's the year 2030 and he's a teenager. Like, he probably would know of them only from old movies and shit. Hello, Hollow Mirage. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, seriously. Like, they're gonna fucking track him through this. This is... God, Natsuko. You need to listen to Mashiro more. You don't watch enough movies to know that people can fucking track you. They're on the lookout for you. Not to mention the security cameras everywhere. God. He rushed inside, wary of the security department's surveillance cameras. He picked up the receiver and dialed his home phone number. God damn it. They're gonna have the wire tapped. Ah. God damn it, Natsuko. The dial tone rang. However, Yuri did not answer.
No. Don't tell me the security department took her away.
I wonder, has he ever done this before? Has he ever called home to talk to Yuri? Because then this should be like, no, but Yuri interacted with Mashiro, so. Hello, Berncastle, welcome to the stream. Such an experience would certainly trigger a panic attack. She'd cry so hard she'd lose sight of herself. The longer the dial tone rang, the faster Natsuko's anxiety spread. God, seriously, this is such a stupid thing to do.
Please pick up, Yuri. Unless you're a projection from inside the true lab, and projecting yourself into both mine and Mashiro's heads. God.
Just as Natsuko made that silent prayer, the phone finally connected. Oh God! Oh, I thought she was right there. Like, that surprised him. Okay, well, if she can answer the phone, then she's definitely... I was like... That was a bit of a jump scare. I didn't know they were going to do a split screen thing. Jeez. God damn it, Yuri. Oh, jeez. I thought they were just going to do a thing where the text goes on the bottom. Okay. I have to drop this stupid dumbass theory. Seriously. Hello.
ああ、ユーリか。
Ah, Yuri.
Because I'm pretty sure a mental freaking projection can't answer phones. Hikorin.
そっち大丈夫か？あの後、保安課の連中が来たりしてないか？
Are you okay over there? Security department hasn't tried to get inside, have they? At least they certainly haven't tapped this phone. I'm 1 billion% sure of that.
No, nothing's happened. No need to worry.
Natsuko felt relieved to hear Yuri's relaxed voice.
More importantly, are you guys okay after what happened?
なあ、こっちは問題ない。真白もサリも捕まったりはしてないよ。
Yes, no problem here. None of us have been caught yet or anything. By the way, if you need to reach us, we'll be staying at this exact address in this exact karaoke bar, and from these such and such hours. And it'll be totally fine for you to approach because, you know, we will be completely asleep and vulnerable. Good things no one's listening in.
Where are you guys now?
と
Natsuko was about to say the karaoke box in the shopping district, but he stopped himself. Thank God! He has some sense. They'd still be able to tell which payphone he used, though. He was afraid that the phones could be wired. Then why are you... The very least they'd be able to do is understand the location that called. Oh, God. The security department probably was being that thorough, but it was better to be safe than sorry.
町のどこかだよ。
Somewhere in the city.
You think you're being so clever, Natsuko.
I see.
As if Yuri had sensed Natsuko's misgivings, she pried no further.
まあ心配することはないけどさ。ちょっと今日は帰れそうにないんだ。
You should have said,
We've caught a boat to Hawaii.
or something like that.
We'll be on the run for the rest of our lives. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Well, there's no need to worry about us. But it doesn't look like we're able to come home today.
真白とサリと一緒に公園かどこかに野宿しようと思う。
Interesting. Ooh, nice idea. Dang. Wow, that's smart. Telling her something that's not true. Yeah, I guess that's possible for Castle. Like, that would be stretching it pretty far though, but... And she'd have to be, since she knows both Mashiro and Natsuko, like, there's no reason to say that she couldn't also project into Mashiro's head too. So I guess... Yeah, again, that is going down a rabbit hole of what if nothing is real, you know?
Thinking of camping out somewhere like the park with Mashiro and Solyu.
That's a smart thing to do. To tell her something that you're not doing. Yeah. Oh, wow, he's actually... Thank you, Natsuko. That was a lie. A small diversion in the off chance the phone actually was tapped. Thank God. Seriously. Smart thinking.
Camping on the park Will the girls be okay?
いや、真白はあれでなかなか肝の据わったやつだし、サリュもああ見えてワイルドな子なんだよ。
Well, Masha's a pretty hardy fellow, you know. And despite her looks, Sayu's actually quite a badass.
Huh.
Yes, she can throw a grown man over her shoulder. I know, crazy, right? Must be some kind of nanomachine son type thing.
なーに、心配しなくていいって。たまには外で夜を過ごすってのもいいもんだよ。
What? I'm saying you don't need to worry. She'll be fine to sleep outside at night, every now and then. People go camping after all.
Maybe you're right.
Yuri suddenly whispered in a quiet voice. Dang! This really is Discount Flashback Warehouse here. My god.
This sure brings me back, Hikarin. Something like this happened a long time ago too, didn't it?
Huh?
Remember, that time you ran away from home?
Yuri's question jogged Natsuko's memory. The conclusion to their running away from home experience. Yep. Oh, good. I wonder if that means it's the last Yuri character scene then?
覚えてるよ。
Yes, I remember.
Natsuko felt the visions of a day long past rise up once more from the bottom of his heart. World's End. Dang. Okay, I really have to take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Ouch. Jeez. Where's that? Let's go somewhere. Just the two of us. After he had said that in the park, Natsuko took Yuri by the hand and first headed back to the Nakazawa household. I was afraid something happened to the sound. His mother was late getting back as usual. Normally it made him lonely, but that day was actually more convenient for her to be absent. I'm sure Mom would get mad at me if she found out. And if that happened, she'd probably send Yuri home right off the bat. Natsuko couldn't ask any adults for help, not even his own mother. He had to be the one to protect Yuri.
よし、準備をしよう、ユーリ。
Okay, let's prepare, Yuri.
準備ってどうすればいいのかな。
Prepare, what exactly?
遠足用のリュックがあるから、この中に必要なものを入れていこう。
I've got a backpack, so let's put everything we need inside.
まず食べ物がないと話にならないからな。
First,
We obviously need food. No questions there.
そうだね。お腹空いちゃうもんね。
Yeah, I will get hungry.
The kids fished around the kitchen. They looked for foods that didn't need to be cooked, particularly on the snack shelf.
ねえ、夏彦くん、これも持っていった方がいいかな。
Hey, Natsuko, you think we should bring these too?
何何ってそれインスタントラーメンじゃんか。
What's that? Wait, that's instant ramen, isn't it? We need to cook that.
ダメダメ。台所がないところに行くかもしれないんだぞ。
No. We might have to go somewhere without a kitchen, you know? It's not like in video games where eating it dry gives you a lot more HP.
その時は焚き火をして作ればいいんだよ。
We just need to make a fire in that case.
Yes, but we need a pot with water to boil it. It wouldn't work. Be very heavy.
これも持ってく。決まり。
So we're cheating them. No, that's...
おいおい。
Hey now!
焚き火をするってことはライターがあった方がいいよね。
That's actually a smart idea if you're gonna be camping out.
If we need to make a fire, we should bring a water then, right?
Yuri gleefully picked out the things for them to bring. Her mood had shifted so suddenly. She was enjoying herself now.
まあいっか。
Well, fine. Deep down, Natsuko was excited too. It was a brand new adventure. Journey of justice to protect Yuri. An illusion of a new future! The kids were exhilarated. We just need to make a fire in that case. Cut to Labo burning. God damn it, Yuri! Thank you, Chius. The kids were exhilarated. A short while later, the backpack was stuffed full to the brim. Natsuko put on his precious watch, and they were ready to disembark.
よし。行こう、ユーリ。
All right, let's go, Yuri.
Yeah.
Natsuko took Yuri by the arm and left the house.
どこに行く？
Where should we go?
どこでもいいよ。
Anywhere's fine.
あの家から遠いところならどこでも。
Anywhere far away from that house, at least.
よし。じゃあ秘密基地に行こ
Okay, let's head to the secret base.
秘密基地？
Secret base?
Yes, I got people visiting it and battling all my Pokemon there.
う。町外れにあるんだ。この間遊んでたら見つけてさ。
It's in the outskirts of town. We found it the other day when we went exploring.
そこにしよう。私、夏彦くんについてくから。
Let's go there then. I'll follow you, Natsuko.
オッケー、出発。
Okay, full speed ahead.
Yeah.
With an enthusiastic cheer, the kids walked in the opposite direction from Yuri's house. They walked alone on the long road to the secret base. It was the end of May, and yet the night air was surprisingly chilly. Each time the wind blew, their body heat gradually sapped away. But that was only a trivial matter to them. They advanced down their path, feeling like they were the only people on Earth. Eventually, they reached a discolored building. It was a ruined factory that was no longer in use.
ここが秘密基地？
This is a secret base?
Ooh. Dang, an abandoned factory? That's terrifying. At night? Wow, you got some guts, kid. Jeez.
ああ、僕らがいろんなものを持ち込んで作ったのさ。
Yes, we made it on our own by bringing lots of different stuff into it.
早速中に入ろう。はぐれちゃいけないから手をつないで。
Let's get inside already. Hold my hand so you don't get lost.
Yeah.
Natsuko moved briskly in the darkness. played there countless times, so he already had a complete understanding of what was where.
僕の記憶が確かならば
And I need a new pose for when I go. I've come up with a new recipe.
Say both my friends are dogs. At least I'm cool. And then Yuri rolls her eyes. Thank you, Berncastle. Let's see if I remember correctly. Nausicaa reached out into the darkness. And a moment later, a soft light filled the room. Nausicaa had lit an oil lamp with a lighter. Da-da-da-da! Of course, the first item they get is the lantern.
僕が家から持ち込んだランプさ
This is a lamp I brought from home. And then, I saw my father in the hospital, and one of his last words to me were, Yuri is your... And I never quite learned what the end of that sentence was.
これがあれば夜でも大丈夫
As long as we have this, we'll be fine, even at night.
すごいこんなとこがあったんだ
Wow, I never knew there was a place like this.
Yuri looked around with a twinkle in her eye. A variety of objects of all shapes and sizes adorned the Ruin Factory. Ruin Factory 5 is going to be out very soon. Speaking of that, cheers. I love Ruin Factory 3. From furniture like an old sofa or cupboard, to outdoor items like a charcoal stove or a parasol. Time killers like manga and toys, as well as items of questionable usefulness like a wrench, a millstone, and a pair of nunchucks. My god! Dang!
なすごいだろ
I know. Cool, right? Yeah, the lighting is awesome on this CG. There's a lot of high quality art in this game, which is so weird when there isn't when the art isn't high quality, and it's just a few things that stand out, like that one CG near the end of Route A, and just Ukita's sprite in general. It's just all over the place.
僕だけじゃなくてみんながいろんなものを持ち込んできたのさ拾ったり家から持ってきたり
Not just me, but everyone brought all kinds of things. Stuff they find to bring from home.
本当に秘密基地だね
Yeah, it really is a secret base.
Yuri smiled out of honest enjoyment. Nausicaa felt happy too and pointed to the sofa. They got a sofa!
いっぱい歩いたからお腹空い
Dang!
たよ
How'd they get that? Well, let's take a seat. We've walked a lot, so you must be hungry, right?
Yeah.
The kids sat down next to each other, took the snacks out of the backpack. They ate the sweet biscuits as they talked.
毛布とか寝袋もあるんだ寝泊まりもバッチリできるぜ
They've got blankets and sleeping bags. We're all set to stay the night.
それじゃあここでずっと暮らせるね
Then can I stay here forever?
もちろん
Of course.
それに真白たちも近頃はここを根城にしてるからなきっといろいろ手助けしてくれる
Marshall and the others have been making this place a stronghold lately. I'm sure they'll be able to help out in a number of ways.
困ることなんて何もないよ楽しい毎日が送れるって
We'll have nothing to worry about. Every day is going to be fun.
楽しみだな
I can't wait.
Yuri smiled as she gazed at the lamp. The light casts a shadow on her face.
私ねこの町に来るまで楽しい思い出なんかなかったの
They really are two peas in a pod. Holy shit. I never saw Erased, so I assume there's a scene like this in that.
Actually, I've never had a single fun memory until I came to this town.
そうなの？
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
だって私ってコミュニケーターでしょ？
I am a communicator after all, you know?
Oh, Burncastle, you weren't here for the freaking, it was the, I don't think you were here for the CG, near the end of Route A, when, Salyu was fighting. When Salyu was fighting her, God damn it, I forgot her name. I'm having a brain fart, I forgot her name. I remember every name except hers. Not June, Watase's ex-girlfriend. God damn it, when she and Salyu were fighting. Fuck. There was a weird ass CG that looked very out of place during that. Hello, Eblis. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you missed some really nice character moments with Natsuko and Salyu. Kazami, thank you, Zarmegas. God damn it.
そうだけど、それが？
Yes, but so what? I did not forget about Kazami, Mr. Valdek. I just forgot her name.
学校に入る前に遺伝子検査したら適正度が C だって分かって
You have Valor moment.
Before I started school, I took a junior Addy test and found out I had a rank C attitude.
するとお父さんたちがね、もともと怒りっぽかったけど私のことは邪魔者にするようになってね。
She is not forgettable void dweller. It's just I just forgot her name. I remembered everything about her. I just forgot her name.
And Mom and Dad started to treat me like a pest. Well, they got mad a lot before that, though, so it's not really that different.
それから楽しいことなんて何もなくなっちゃった。
I never did.
毎日悲しいことばかり。
I never did anything fun after that. Every day was a sad day.
だからね、私一生懸命 BC 練習したの。
So I tried my best to practice PC.
心が読めればお父さんたちがどうして私を嫌うのかわかると思って。
Wow. Oof. Yeah, that would normally be true, Verncastle, except you have no idea how bad I am with names. Oh god, that's a painful sentence right there.
I thought if I could read minds, I could learn why Mom and Dad hate me so much.
Oh god, wow.
でもダメだったよ。
This is not like Kagami from AI.
But it didn't work.
Oh god.
頑張れば頑張るほどお父さんもお母さんも私を邪魔者にしたよ。
The harder I tried, the more Mom and Dad treated me like a pest.
Yuri's voice was deathly quiet, which made it all the more heartrending.
ユーリ。
Yuri. Even though he had never had such an experience, he could still understand her sadness. He frantically searched his meager vocabulary for the right words to say to her.
僕絶対ユーリを邪魔者にしたりしないよ。
I won't ever treat you like a pest. Huh? Don't you remember when I kept forgetting Salyu's name? I kept calling her Louise and things like that. It's the same deal. Jeez.
僕ユーリとずっと一緒にいるよ。心を読んだりする必要もないよ。
I'll stay with you forever, Yuri. There's no need for you to read minds or anything either.
だからもう心配しないで。
So you don't have to worry anymore. Natsuko's awkward encouragement made her smile with joy from the bottom of her heart.
ありがとう夏彦くん。
Thank you, Natsuko.
Mashida's screams of pain can be heard miles from miles away.
Huh, there's that bird again.
Seriously, those birds are getting louder and louder.
ね、ユーリがコミュニケーターでも僕は全然気にしないよ。だって仲間だもん。
Well, even if you are a communicator, I don't mind it at all. We're friends after all.
そうだね。それに
You're right. And besides,
私ねコミュニケーターで良かったと思うことが一つあるよ。
I know what it is. Wow.
there's one thing that makes me glad I was born a communicator.
え
Huh?
それはね夏彦くんに会えたこと。
I knew it was gonna be that.
It's because that's how I met you.
コミュニケーターじゃなかったらこの町に引っ越してこられなかったもんね。
If I wasn't a communicator, I never would even move to this town.
Yuri looked at Natsuko as she spoke. Natsuko couldn't help but look away. He felt an unknown emotion welling up from the bottom of his heart.
I'm right on the cusp of puberty.
His face felt unbearably hot and he couldn't form any words.
あれどうしたの？
What's wrong?
なんでもないよ。ビスケットが喉に詰まっただけ。
Nothing.
Nothing. A part of a biscuit just got caught in my throat, that's all.
大丈
Are you okay?
うん、もう平気。僕強いからさ。
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm strong after all.
夫？そうよかった。
Okay. Thank goodness.
Yuri sighed in relief. Sadness was no longer anywhere to be seen on her face. Natsuko sighed too as he pondered. Thank goodness. It looks like taking her away from home was the right choice. Natsuko looked at the lamp. You're just gonna... Like, what happens during winter, though, dude? And there's no security there at all. He felt as if he could see a bright future waiting for them reflected in its flames. Looks like Yuri won't have to cry anymore now. Hopefully she can learn to forget all the sad things that had happened so far. But the moment Natsuko felt that oh my god, could you imagine someone like her, and just when she's getting this happiness, she gets in the freaking True Lab accident, and she's probably just sealed there for experiments, like, for another 10 years at least. Like, damn. Oh, wow. the absolute state Yuri must be in. It takes me back to what Yuri said in the very beginning of the route, in that, like, wouldn't it be just great if everyone's minds could change at once? It really does lead to me to believe that Yuri may become the final quote-unquote antagonist, and that her psychic powers are probably, like, ultra supercharged, and we may have to talk her down from initiating the Human Instrumentality Project. So that's I think that might be the finale of this, based on where the story is going. I don't know, that just seems to be the conclusion that I can draw from it here, if indeed the whole thing about her still being in the true lab is correct. At the moment Natsuko felt that optimism. Oh no, the lamp's light blew out.
あれどうしたのかな
Oh god, are we gonna get a jump scare? Right, the line was, wouldn't it be nice if all memories could become happy? So yeah, it's basically the same thing, changing people's minds, like. And we've seen that she already has, like, a similar type of ability to be able to have Natsuko fully relive memories over and over in, like, instants of time. Memories of, like, whole weeks.
What happened?
Oh god, I hope we don't get jump scared.
燃料がなくなっちゃったんだな。
Huh? Looks like it ran out of fuel, I guess.
明日補給しよう。
Oh, sorry, it's still baby Natsuko. Let's resupply tomorrow. And what a background this is.
Okay. Just being left alone in the dark in an abandoned factory. Ah.
Yuri's voice was listless.
Crap.
Crap, I should have made sure there was enough fuel. As Natsuko mulled over the mistake. Oh, that should be the type of mulled over his mistake. Yuri murmured beside him.
夏彦くんいる
Natsuko, are you there?
え、いるよ。
Huh? Yes. Why? And then Satoko's, oh my god, I gotta read Void Dwellers.
Huh? Hey, Mika, remember when I put you through all those loops for hundreds of years? Happy memories, Mika, yeah, those were the days. Chandeliers all the time. All day, every day.
どうしたの？
Thank you, Void Dweller. What's wrong?
なんか怖くなっちゃって
Kinda scared now.
もっとそばに寄っていい
Can we stay closer together?
あ、ああ。
Yes. Natsuko huddled up with Yuri as told. He could feel the warmth of her arm against his. Damn, they really are making it seem like he could be shipped with all three. Way more than Rude ever did with those three. Like, Kazami was far and ahead the definite winner of that. But, like, they seem to be giving all three of them here an equal amount of flags, which is crazy. But the air gradually cooled and caressed their skin.
ちょっと寒いね
Kinda chilly.
うん。
Yes.
お父さん連れ戻しに来るかな
Well, he doesn't know where you are, but...
I wonder if Dad's gonna come to take me back.
そんなことないさ。もし来ても僕が。
He won't. But even if he does, I'll kick his ass. Oh, God. Oh, no. A sound from outside interrupted Natsuko. Oh, no. Maybe it's a good thing that the lighter went out. The sound of footsteps.
誰だ？
Who's there? I would just hide.
お父さんだ。お父さんが来たんだ。It's Dad. Dad's going to take me away. 夏彦くん。夏彦。
Yuri tugged on Natsuko's sleeve. Natsuko placed his hand over hers.
大丈夫。ユーリの父さんは僕がやっつけるから。
We don't know if it's him yet. It's okay. I'll deal with your dad. Personally.
ダメだよ。そんなことしたら夏彦くんいっぱいいっぱい叩かれちゃう。No, if you make him mad, I'll beat you for hours, Natsuko.
Jesus Christ. It's a blessing that they got run over by a car. Gee.
叩かれるくらいなんだい？ユーリのためなら。
I don't care if I'm taking a beating if it's for you, Yuri.
ダメ、絶対ダメ。夏彦くんが叩かれるのも私は嫌だもん。No, he mustn't. I don't want you to beat me either, Natsuko.
Shh. Natsuko panicked and interrupted Yuri. For even as they spoke, the sound of footsteps grew closer. Up to the entrance of the ruined factory. I really do need to deal with him, though, no matter what Yuri might say. Natsuko silently stood up and rushed toward the footsteps.
安心して。僕がユーリを守るから。
Don't worry, I'll protect you, Yuri. Oh, it's his mom. Natsuko left those words behind as he dashed ahead. Someone's shadow stood at the entrance. Judging by its size alone, it had to have been an adult. Going to rush up to him and punch him in the face. Then I'll say, "Stop picking on Yuri, you asshole!" That's all he had in mind. Natsuko rushed to the shadow and then... Natsuhiko! That voice stopped him. Yep, it's his mom. Yeah.
母さん？
Mother! The shadow's true identity was Natsuko's mother, Dr. Miyoko Tenkawa. The professor threw Natsuko one look and said,
母さんじゃないわよ。
"Don't hum on me."
心配したのよ。家に帰ったらあなたはいないし、台所を荒らされているし。
Interesting. I was worried sick about you. When I got back, you weren't home and the kitchen was a mess. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So she did care about him beforehand. She did. She wasn't always that way.
でもよかったわ。割とすぐに見つかって。
But thank goodness I was able to find you relatively quickly. How were you able to track down to this location?
なんで母さんがここに？
Why are you here, Mom?
慌てて鳥羽さんのお宅に電話したら、ましろちゃんがこの場所のことを教えてくれてね。
I panicked and called the Tobas. Mashiro told me about this place. She called it your secret love nest, which I fully approve of.
即座に駆けつけてきたというわけよ。約5年ぶりの全力疾走よ。
I rushed over here and as soon as I found out. I haven't so much as run so much in about 5 years. Burncastle says, "Don't worry. I'm going to channel this Keiichi guy from Higurashi and murder him with this bat I have. I'm sure there'll be no negative consequences from that." So Miyoko did used to care about Natsuko. Okay, interesting.
そうだったんだ。
Is that so? Natsuko sighed and all his tension slackened in a matter of seconds. But his sense of relief was blown away by the professor's next words.
あら
Oh
そこにいる
shit!
のは誰
Oh no, she's talking about Yuri, right? Huh? Who's that over there? I should probably finish reading to Taragaroshi. The professor noticed something moving in the darkness behind Natsuko. I don't think does she even know who Yuri is? Yuri hesitantly peeped up and walked out of the shadows.
私
新しい友達のユーリだよ。
She's my new friend, Yuri. After the kid's reluctant introduction, the professor spoke up in exasperation. My God. What are you, 8 years old and already two-timing? Oh, I'm going to need a hell of a lot of aspirin for your teenage years.
ああ先日転居してきた琴野さん宅の娘さんね
Ah, so you're the daughter of the Kotonos who moved in the other day.
ダメでしょ夏彦女性をこんな時間まで連れ回しては
You should know better, Natsuko. You can't keep a girl out this late.
でも
But there's such a thing as etiquette, dear. Do you think our parents will ever let you see her again and you keep her out this late? The professor ignored Natsuko and smiled at Yuri.
ごめんなさいねゆりちゃん
I'm so sorry, Yuri, dear.
あなたも一緒に帰りましょう
Come on, let's bring you home. They're 8. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Devon Beagle.
ご両親もきっと心配なさってるわよ
Yeah, they are 8. I'm sure your parents are worried about you.
Yeah, you think that.
Yuri's whole body twitched at the word parents. Let's hope Child Protective Services here isn't as big of an arsehole as it is in Higurashi. She looked to the professor with tears in her eyes.
あらどうしたのかしら
Oh my. What's the matter? In the professor's confusion, Natsuko made a bold declaration.
母さん
Mom!
ユーリをあの家に連れ戻さないで
Please don't bring Yuri back to that house!
えそんなわけには
There's no way I can just...
連れ戻しちゃダメなんだよ
You can't take her back there!
ユーリはあの家に帰りたくないんだ
Yuri doesn't want to go back to a house like that!
コミュニケーターだからってお父さんもお母さんもユーリを邪魔者にするんだよ
Yuri's mom and dad treat her like she's a pest just because she's a communicator.
毎日怒鳴ったりひどいこと言ったり家から追い出したり
Every day they shout, they say mean things, and they kick her out of the house.
なんですって
They what? The professor's face stiffened for a moment.
本当なの
Is that true, Yuri? After a short moment's hesitation, Yuri painfully nodded. Natsuko endured the sadness and continued.
だから僕ユーリを助けなきゃと思ったんだ
That's why I wanted to save Yuri.
この秘密基地に住めば家に帰らなくて済むと思って
I thought that if she just lived in the secret base, she'd never have to go back to that house ever again. The professor sank into silence with a grim look on her face, before placing her hands on Natsuko's shoulders.
事情は分かったわ。でも
I understand the circumstances, but still,
ここに住むわけにはいかないわ。子供だけで暮らせるわけもない。
by no means can she live here. Children cannot live by themselves.
そんなひどいお母さん。ユーリは
No way! He's so mean, Mom! Yuri just...
だから
And that's why. The professor held Natsuko still as he started pleading with her.
私が何とかするわ。
I will do something about this myself. Dang! Miyoko used to be a badass. Wow! She used to be such a good mom. What happened to her? Wow.
え
Huh?
安心なさい、ユーリちゃん。必ず状況を改善してあげるから。
You can relax, Yori dear. I promise I'll make everything right. The professor smiled at Yuri. And as if all of Yuri's threads of tension had snapped. Oh, wow. She burst into tears in a stifled voice.
ユーリ
Yuri! Natsuko rushed up to Yuri in a panic to hold her hand. Yuri squeezed his hand back and spoke.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much!
夏彦くんのお母さん。夏彦くんの。
Thank you, Natsuko. And Mrs. Natsuko's mom.
Yuri's sobs echoed in the darkness. Wow. Yeah, seriously, cheers. Natsuko's mother said nothing. This is incredible. Yeah, it's like a leucemine type of situation. I would think Floyd dwelled that the loss of her husband must have hit her super ultra hard. But didn't that happen before this? Natsuko's mother said nothing. Natsuko himself said nothing. Like, what happened to make her the way she is now? Natsuko himself said nothing. All he could do was keep holding Yuri's hand as she sobbed.
I wonder if Mum had already decided to take custody of Yuri back then.
He never imagined they'd get their wish with the death of Yuri's parents, but it wasn't an unbelievable possibility. Even though his mother was gentle at the time, she would eventually become cold and distant, rarely returning home, yeah. What happened to her? But that's exactly why Natsuko and Yuri developed a bond of mutual trust, beyond that of even blood relatives.
That's probably why we worry way too much about each other.
I guess, like, you could really say that, she's his stepsister, I guess. Given that it looks like his mother officially adopted her in a way. So yeah, you could pretty much say they're step-siblings. Natsuko spoke without thought in mind.
それにしてもユーリが僕を送り出したのは少し意外だったよ。
But still, I was a little surprised he saw me off so easily.
ユーリは僕以上に事件とか危険とかそういうのが嫌いだと思ってたからさ。
Well, I thought you hated incidents and danger and such more than I did.
なんで今回に限ってあんなこと言ったんだい？どういう心境の変化？
So why did you say what you said this time? Why the change in heart?
In response to that casual question.
ヒコリンが
Uh-oh.
言葉を
Oh god. That static will never. Oh god, that static will never fail to send a chill down my spine. Oh god. Oh god. Time for the witching hour.
Because those were the words you were wishing for. We're gonna have to do this over the phone this time. But hopefully it still won't lose its effect.
Yuri responded softly and ominously. Oh, wow. Yeah, she has pretty much saying, yeah, she can do empathy over this distance. She's basically a god.
Huh?
To be honest, I've always been thinking.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hikorin, do you truly love the calm life you've been living? Or are you just saying you do, as so as not to disagree with me?
Natsuko gulped to hear what she was insinuating.
そんなことはないつもりだけど。
Of course not. I mean, at least I never meant to, but...
でも、どうして急にそんなことを言うんだ？
But what makes you say so all of a sudden?
僕が望んでいたって、なんでそう思う？
Those are the words I wished for. What makes you say that?
I just knew.
Yuri's answer was ambiguous yet confident.
That's what I wished for? Even if that is true, how would she know?
Yeah, using empathy at like a crazy distance. She got supercharged, even more so than Natsuko did. As he pondered the puzzle, a certain doubt rose up in his mind.
No way. It's Yuri.
But before he could finish that thought, Yuri muttered.
Sorry if I'm wrong about this, but Hikorin, have you ever thought that you want to return to your past self?
昔の自分に。
My past self?
Have you been holding yourself back from doing anything all this time out of concern for me? Things like stepping up to the face of danger by yourself.
そんなバカな。わざわざそんなことしないよ。
No, why would I do that on purpose?
That's a normal response. But you know, I've been thinking. That you truly are the type of person to choose the just path. No matter how dangerous that path may be.
おい、ユーリ！
Ooh, and snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Here we go.
Hey, Yuri!
The phone's connection suddenly cut off there. Before he knew it, the hustle and bustle of the town disappeared too, leaving Natsuko wrapped in silence. Oh, yep.
Oh, crap. Back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity.
Really, if you don't have enough Machino and Salyu points, you automatically get a bad ending here? That's insane. Can the sound echoing through the silence with the ticking of Natsuko's watch. What happens? But soon enough, even that stopped.
Again?
When he looked to check, his watch was indeed broken.
Yes, Collider already said it. Back to reality. Made the joke.
He already knew. He knew that all this time, he was merely having a recollection of September 14th. He knew that his recollections of the past were gradually getting closer to the present. Dang. The next to last day. We are almost there.
To the day this watch broke.
In the dead silence, Natsuko's consciousness returned to September 16th. What the fuck? Natsuko recalled that long day in just a moment's time. Yep. He recalled the collapse of his calm daily life. This was how he plunged into the maelstrom of an incident with Machino and Salyu.
That's right. No matter how far I am from Yuri, I must fulfill my promise to her.
Yuri ended up getting dragged into the incident regardless, and now she stood with Machino in front of him. The passageway was blocked by fire on both sides, leaving nowhere to escape. But regardless,
ヒコリ、よく考えて、今進むべき道を。
Hey, Higurin, think hard about the path you should take. Those words fanned the fire burning in Natsuko's heart.
She's right. No matter what the danger, I'll take the correct path. Or else I have no hope of overcoming the past.
Natsuko grabbed Machino by the hand. Oh, Natsuko!
諦めるな。行くぞ、マシロ。
Don't give up. Let's go, Mashiro!
Okay, so this Yuri is a projection, it seems.
どこに？
Huh? Where?
別の道を使うんだ。第5エリアに続く道はここだけじゃない。
Let's take a different path. This isn't the only way to Area 5.
Natsuko recalled the map he had just seen.
ここは第4エリア外周島と第5エリア外周島をつなぐ道だ。
This is the path that connects Area 4 and 5's outer rings.
こっちの道がダメでも内周島の道は生きているかもしれない。
Even if this path is a dead end, the interior ring path could still be an option.
それじゃあ第4エリア内周島に行くことができれば。
Then we can get to Area 4's inner ring?
ああ、もう一度第4エリアの炎を突っ切り、
Seriously?
内周島から第5エリアに入ろう。
I've had like 0 lines in this episode!
Well, this one has been more about Yuri and Salyu, you know? Just going to have to wait your turn.
Fine!
Let's cut back to Area 4 and fire and enter Area 5 through the inner ring.
ここでじっとしているよりは生き残れる可能性が高い。
That gives us a hell of a better chance of survival than staying here and doing nothing.
Yeah! Machino looked a little bewildered, but she replied strongly soon enough. Yuri smiled as if she were watching over the two of them. She
Yes.
probably was.
行こう、二人とも。
Okay, let's go, guys. Girls.
Natsuko took them by the hand and opened the gate on Area 4's side. And once again, they plunged into the blazing Area 4 outer ring. Natsuko gripped the girl's hands tight.
二人とも最初から目をつむっとけ。そして僕の手を絶対離すな。
Okay, first up, close your eyes. And don't you dare let go of my hand.
僕についてくれば絶対逃げられる。
If you stick with me, we'll definitely escape.
分かったよ。
Go ahead.
ヒコリン、気をつけてね。
Hikorin, be careful.
Natsuko nodded and ran, leading them by the hand. Mashido's gait was a little uncertain, though, perhaps because of fear. However, Yuri was surprisingly calm and matched Natsuko's pace perfectly for some reason. As a result, Natsuko wasn't too heavily burdened and they were able to run confidently, but eventually the smoke got to Natsuko's eyes, blurring them over with tears.
Gah, endure it. If I stop here, Mashiro and Yuri are as good as dead.
Natsuko desperately ran despite his blurred vision. And then they slipped through the connecting passageway, finding refuge in Area 4's inner ring. And unlike the outer ring, the inner ring had no signs of fire.
助かった。もう大丈夫だぞ、二人とも。
We're saved. It's okay now, you two.
The girl spoke to Natsuko as Natsuko took deep breaths.
ありがとう、夏彦。
Thank you, Natsuko!
危ないところだったね。
That was a close one. Ah,
ああ、でもまだ完全には安心できない。第5エリアに行くまでは。
Yes, but we can't just relax yet. Not before we get to Area 5.
Mashido's face froze at Natsuko's words.
そうだね。こっちの連絡通路は無事かな。
You're right. I wonder if the connecting passageway here is safe.
無事でありますように。
I hope it is. They prayed as they walked into the connecting passageway. But they didn't see any sign of fire or smoke in this path.
よし、行ける。
Okay, that looks good.
Yeah!
早く第5エリアへ。
Let's head to Area 5. The three of them rushed off in high spirits. Once they enter Area 5's inner ring, they headed for the emergency staircase.
The broadcast said that the staircases in Area 5 and 6 were safe. Quite some time has passed since then, but please still be safe.
They rushed to the staircase with that hope in mind.
Oh, god damn it!
What waited for them besides the door was only the wreckage of what was once was a staircase.
そんな、ここもダメなの。
No way! It's no good here either!
まさか、もう全部の階段が。
Don't tell me. All the staircases have. The three of them left the staircase landing with drooping shoulders. Natsuko suddenly got worried about Salyu. After pondering for a second, he sent her telepathy.
サリュ、聞こえるか？今どこにいる？
Salyu, can you hear me? Where are you right now?
And after a little while, he learned about her whereabouts.
二人ともいいニュースだ。
Good news, you two.
今サリュと BC で連絡したら、あいつはもう第6エリアから脱出したってさ。
I just contacted Salyu with BC, and looks like she's already escaped through Area 6.
Huh.
本当に？
Really?
僕らも諦めちゃダメだ。非常階段はまだ他にもある。
We can't give up either. There's still other emergency staircases remaining.
第5エリア外周塔や第6エリアにもあるんだ。あと3つのうちどれかが無事なら。
There are ones in Area 5's outer ring and Area 6 as well. If any of the remaining 3 are safe, then
じゃあ外周塔に行く。
Then we should go to the outer ring.
いや、連絡通路の火星を見る限り、第5エリア外周塔は炎上している可能性が高い。
no. Judging by the force of the flames interconnecting passageway, there's a high possibility that Area 5's outer ring is blazing up.
第6エリアから先に行ってみて。
Let's go to Area 6 first, and
The moment Natsuko began to speak, an ominous siren suddenly bellowed.
ah,
Oh, what's that?
耳が痛いよ。
My ears hurt! It was a loud alarm unlike what they had heard before. An automatic broadcast voice followed.
ただいまケース N が発生しました。
Ooh, wow. A case N has just been detected.
緊急事態につきセキュリティを封鎖モードに移行。
In accordance with this emergency, security has shifted to blockade mode.
Wow, so that's why they're locked in. Oh my god, not because of any freaking, oh my god, not because of any radiation, but because someone's using powers out of control trying to escape or some shit. Oh my god. Security has shifted to blockade mode.
施設内の全ゲートを閉鎖ロックするとともに隔壁を封鎖します。
Locking down all gates and bulkheads.
施設内の職員は AD を投与の後最寄りの部屋に入り動かないでください。
All facility personnel, please administer AD. Take shelters in the nearest room and stay in place. Natsuko looked toward the connecting passageway in shock. Security gate in their path shut with a roar.
まずい。
oh no!
Natsuko rushed over to the gate and tried opening it. No matter how much strength he used, no matter how much he pressed the open button, the gate wouldn't budge one bit.
しまった。
Damn it!
これどういうこと？
What's the meaning of this?
なんだか知らないけど、避難モードが終わったらしい。
I don't know, but I guess evacuation mode is over.
今まで開放されていたゲートも全部ロックされた。
All the gates that had been opened just got locked again.
じゃあ
Then
僕らはこの塔に閉じ込められちまったんだ。
We've been locked inside this building. All 9 of us. All 9 persons. For 9 hours.
are there 9 doors too?
No, there's a lot more. So I suppose you could say there are 9 doors.
Oh my god!
Natsuko muttered in a grave voice.
What do we do?
The broadcast said that all gates were locked. It probably included the gate to the outer ring and the gate to Area 4 as well.
Damn it. Is there no way out?
Natsuko looked around with that thought in mind. A look of astonishment rose up on Yuri's face.
信じられない。またこんなことが起こるなんて。
I can't believe it. It's happening again.
Yep, they were here the first time. Absolutely.
9年前の再現だね。
It's like a repeat of 9 years ago.
9年前の。
9 years ago.
Yuri's words jogged Natsuko's memory the moment they left her lips.
Oh,
9 years ago, they had also been locked here in Area 5.
That's right. Back then we heard the same announcement. The gates have been shut.
Oh god. The image of Yuri sobbing rose up in the back of Natsuko's head.
What happened to us after that?
Oh boy.
Ah!
But the more he tried to remember the details, the worse his head ached. That was the very fragment of the past he had been avoiding. The memory that had haunted them for 9 whole years.
Why is this happening again?
Natsuko endured his headache and looked towards Yuri.
If it's hurting me this much, then Yuri must be.
A painful look was indeed on her face, but she had already been replaced with the witch. But even so, she smiled at him.
私は大丈夫だよ、ヒコリン。
I'm okay, Hikorin.
でも
But Yuri!
僕は何も成長してなかった。ここに来て同じように閉じ込められて。
I haven't grown at all. I came here and got us locked up in here again.
結局過去を乗り越えることなんてできてない。
In the end, I haven't overcome the past at all.
As Natsuko vocalized his bitter regrets, Yuri gently responded.
そう思うのはまだ早いよ。
It's too early to know that for certain.
ヒコリンは今日までに過去を乗り越える強さを手に入れたはずでしょ。
In the days leading up to today, you feel the strength you need to overcome the past, don't you?
マシロンたちとならどんな時も平気だったよね。
When you were with the others, you were always fine.
あの日突きつけられた真実と悪意、それを乗り越えられたんだから。
Oh boy. You overcame the truth and the malice just before you that day. After all.
今回もきっと乗り越えられるはずだよ。
So I'm sure you can overcome the past this time.
That day. Which day? We're running out of days.
As Natsuko mulled over Yuri's confusing choice of words, he heard the sound of his watch ticking.
God damn it, I just got back.
When he looked at the dial, the hands were pointing to 9:15 at 7:09 a.m. Yet the next to last day.
Yesterday, huh? The day we got close to the truth.
Yuri whispered to the pensive Natsuko.
ヒコリン、思い出す時が来たんだよ。
Hikorin, it's time for you to remember.
ここに来たのはきっとただの偶然じゃない。
It's probably no coincidence that you've come this far.
覚悟はいい？
So are you prepared? The moment Yuri said that, Natsuko's consciousness returned to yesterday.
So let's do the time warp again.
Natsuko Tenkawa's determination. Okay, you guys. I'm surprised I made it that far. We must be at chapter 6. Oh my god. Thank you so much for joining me. We're getting close. We're getting close to the actual day. I assume it's going to end at the exact point where Route A actually begins. Like in his clash with Watase. Like right at the end of his clash with Watase. In the room. Oh my gosh, you guys, so much relatable stuff, so much lovely interactions and flashbacks here. Seriously. This game is an absolute gem. Thank you so much for joining me, and guess what? As long as I'm feeling okay, on Thursday, we will be starting Trails in the Sky. I am super hyped! Woo! And of course, we will continue with Route Double on Friday. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.